Hello, so happy you can join me on this beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here, and I hope it's a beautiful day wherever you're at. What I got going on here is a pre-stretched canvas, 16 by 20. What I did was I painted the outside in green. I took contact paper, put it on, and I cut out an oval shape. I put that on the oval shape first, and I painted around it with the green. Pulled that away, put the contact paper back on, and this is where I'm at right now. I filled in with some liquid white over the whole thing, some phthalo green, phthalo blue in the bottom. What I was going to do today is some brown down here. Is I was going to do an ocean scene, maybe a palm tree outside of the picture. Something a little different. And anything that you'll need to know, and all the colors will come across the screen somewhere right about here. So that's where I'm at so far, so let's get started. Like I said, I covered it with a thin coat of liquid white. What I'm going to do now is take a fan brush. I'm going to load it up with some Prussian blue and phthalo blue. Get some sky color going. A little bit of darker colors. Load it up on both sides, just like that. Start out in the corner, kind of crisscross strokes. A little bit more. Titanium, Prussian blue, phthalo blue. Leave some openings in the sky because that's going to give you your clouds and maybe some lighter areas that you see. If you're looking at the sky sometimes, you'll see all the different textures and the colors of the clouds and just the sky as it is. What I'm going to do is take my blender brush. I'm going to start blending it in, starting with the liquid white. You can hear it kind of scraping in. And that's going to get it all, the textures going how you want to. Get all your different effects in the sky that you might see. Circular motions. Making it all happen. All the way down. Something like that. I'm going to put in odorless paint thinner. Is always good to use. Knock off the excess. I think we're going to add a little bit more Prussian blue. Darker. I like it darker. We'll come back in and blend it in, that blender brush. It's your world. You can make it as light or as dark as you'd like. That's what I like about this style of wet on wet, is you don't make mistakes, you have happy accidents. I'm just knocking off the excess now. I use a rag or paper towels. Okay, we got that going on. I'm going to use that same fan brush, cleaning it off. I think we'll make some clouds using liquid white and titanium white. Load it up just like that. Maybe some clouds are right here. I'm just tapping, just getting the illusion of a cloud. The way they might look in the sky, because you see Sometimes you lay on your back in the summertime or when you're outside. You look up and you can see different pictures up there, different people's faces or different scenery. That always makes it kind of fun. Taking that blender brush again. I'm going to leave the top edge alone for right now, and I'm just going to work on the bottom, just blending it in. Just the tips. Kind of blend that right out. Got some little clouds happening here. You always want to step back and see what you got going on. Knock off the excess. I'm going to clean up this area right here because we got some stuff on here that I don't really want to have on there. Take the blender brush, blend it all in. Go all the way across. Something like that. Need to fix that again. Just kind of blend it in, you get some of that sky color. All the way. All the way across. Get that blender brush again. And get it going just like that. Now we're going to take some either blender brush with some of the green color on it of the ocean. That's phthalo green. And phthalo blue. Just pulling it right down. I'm going to leave a little opening down the middle for the reflection of the sun. Kind of missed it across, barely. You already got the illusion, and that's what we're trying to create. The illusion of some water happening. I'm going to clean the blender brush again. Sometimes you spend more time cleaning the brushes than painting. Now we're going to start getting some waves in here. You're going to use a little bit of liquid white on a fan brush, titanium white. I'm just going to go across here. Get some waves going out in the distance. Here and there and there and here. Just tapping. Get some more white. Just tap. The illusion that it's a little bit rough out there. Heck, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some yellow. Let's get some sun going on in here. Some sun right in here. Don't have to come all the way down. Because it'll meet that horizon. You want that white there. I'm going to add a little bit of bright red to get an orange color next. And we'll have that running up. Then we'll blend it in together. See what we got going on after that. Get some of that. Maybe a little bit more red. Just like that. Take that blender brush. I'm going to start blending in all the colors here. Just like that. Pulling it all out. The way it might look in the sky. This is a big sky here. You got a lot happening. Like that. Cleaning the fan brush again. Drying it off. What you want to do is you want to come in here and clean this up here. Get that hazy look. Hazy that you'd see at the water's edge. Something like that. Went right up into the clouds. You can take some of that same color and bring it down into the water. And that's what I'm going to do right now. As soon as I clean that fan brush off again. We'll get some of that color going. Just like that. Just go back and forth. Get some of the red. Here and there and here, all the way into the sand. The sand, you want to get some of that pulled down in there too, from the sun. Same colors, maybe a little bit, popping it with some red. Just like that. Take the blender brush and blend the water. Pull up. That sand and everything all mixed together. Get that look of the sun reflections off the water. Just like that. Go across barely. Okay, better knock off the excess on that. Better come back in and use the palette knife for this. Gonna get some titanium white, a little roll of paint right on the edge. We're going to come in and tap. some water lines. Here and there. Maybe some over here. That's a good way to get an illusion of water. Maybe the waves are rougher over here. It's your world, you can make it as rough or as calm as you like. But what I noticed is always by the sun. Looks like it's real choppy there. So that's kind of the illusion that you want to try to make now. Maybe it's a little bit rougher. Maybe it's maybe it's rougher out there, a little deeper. Just here and there. Barely touching it. Barely touching. Just like that. Get the fan brush going again. We're going to put some titanium white on, liquid white. And start getting in some more waves. Just tapping. Here and there. Wherever you think a wave might be is exactly where it should be. In your world. Turning the brush over where I have some more paint on there. This ocean is going to be, you can make your oceans all kinds of different colors, whatever you think. Because some of them are darker, they got the darker green. Some of them more like this one here with maybe the more blue. And it's whatever you think. I just keep loading up with liquid white. Want to get some action coming right from the reflection down in here. Here and there and there and here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making some waves coming in. Maybe there's a wave right here. Could be a smaller one. Starting to crash right here. Right in front of that reflection. Who knows? Could go all the way across. Maybe it's a big wave. That's one there. We'll come back and shade it a little bit more. I'm going to put a big one here. Maybe it's crashing down right there. Going right off the canvas. Just like that. Gotta add some more white to top off the wave here. Maybe the one in the back there. Just like that. Taking some some of that white off of there because I'm going to start blending some. I'm just going to take it and pull it down from the top of the waves back there. What that does is it gives you your angle of the waves. I hope you can see that when I'm pulling it down. The angle coming in the shore. We'll need to fill up some more white. Get more white going on there. Got all kinds of different things happening. Comes right in. Right in the shore. What we got going on now is we're going to make a little eye of the wave in there. Going to start out and rub that color in, that yellow. That's going to bring it down. Get some white, a little bit of white on that fan brush. Kind of lighten that eye up. Just like that. I'm going to take a thin brush. I'm going to go into the darker colors of the wave using some paint thinner. I'm going to highlight the wave. You're going to see how it's going to pop. Just like that. I'm going to put it right on here, right on the corner. Just along the edge. Just like that. Brings out that highlight a little bit. And you can bring some spidery things down that you see in a wave. Kind of run down. Kind of running off the top. We're going to use that brush for down here when we start getting into the bigger, after the waves, all the foam, how it crashes. What I'm doing is I'm loading up a palette knife with some of that white. I'm going to come down here and decide where I want the waves, all the foaminess to come. Just like that. Maybe there's another one right here. I'm going to take the 2-inch brush we started with the sky. I'm going to load up some liquid white. Going to pull down and get the round corner there. I'm going to start making some waves. The mist after the wave came crashing in. What I'm doing is tapping up to get that where the waves are crashing in. You got all that mist stuff going on. Or it's just turning over. Wherever you think it might be. We'll have it come way up here. Where it crashed right into the shore. Now I'm taking that fan brush. I'm going to come and I'm going to blend some of this wave back. Pulling from the white. Back to the wave. Kind of gives it separation. That's what you want. on each layer as it comes in. Now I'm taking that little fan brush again, or that little liner brush, load up some of that dark color of the ocean, and we're going to highlight the wave area where it came crashing in here. It's going to bring it out more like it did on the wave. Just here and there. Maybe some down here. Just like that, how it gets it. But what I see, so it needs a little bit more up in here. All the way across. Got that going on. Taking that blender, taking the palette knife again. I think I'm going to put some more waves in here, more in the middle. That's what you'll do, you'll step back. And you'll look at different things and you go, I think I need a little bit more there. Get that illusion. Like I say, you don't want to be too critical, because what can happen is you can do too much. You think you're trying to make it better and you don't. It just messes up. Now we got that happening, got the waves going on. I see some more over here that I think would be better. Get some bigger waves going on there. If ever you find out that maybe you put too much on, just wipe your knife off and go back and scrape away at it, and you can blend it in. Just by tapping it. You can diffuse it. Just like that. Okay, what we got going on here now is we're going to take this off and we're going to go ahead and put the palm tree in. Just like that. Got some of the stuff happening down there. I'm going to take this fan brush. I'm going to leave the colors on it there already. I'm going to load up some palm tree color. A mixture of browns, yellow ochre, Van Dyke brown, just like that. And we're going to determine where we want our first palm tree. I think we're going to have a small one right here. So all you do is tap it. Coming right down. Maybe there's another one that's up here. Coming right off of the canvas. Maybe there's a little one right here. We'll make them in threes. Maybe this one's going that way. Now we're going to take it and we're going to come in a circular motion around the tree. Kind of give it some, Make it look more like a palm tree. Just like that. All the way up. Gets thinner up as it goes. Maybe this one's a little bit thicker. And already you got some of that looking like a palm tree. I'm going to take some on the same brush, taking some white now. I'm going to highlight it, but I got to highlight it across this way. Just here and there. Since the sun's on the right side, got to highlight it on the right side. Just kind of all the way up. Just like that. Taking that same brush. And on the palm trees, they usually have a lot of stuff happening up here. Or they had the palms that fell off. So I'm going to just add some stuff here. Some of them is where the coconuts grow. I'm using the same brush now. I'm going to go into the green colors of the palm itself, the palm leaves. With that, I'm going to use phthalo green, sap green, and we're going to thin it out with some paint thinner. Load them up on the fan brush, both sides. Just like that. Now we're going to come in and just tap again where we might see our palms. You can have them overlapping all the way down. This is just the start of it because you're going to see as I go further how I start making the palm leaves. Maybe that one goes way up there. It could be a lesson today on how to make palm leaves or branches, however you want to say it. But normally on a palm tree, they got quite a few. They have quite a few palms that come out of the tops. Loading up some more paint. Now you start from here and you just start pulling down. All the way. The further you pull down, the longer the branches are. Add some more color. Just like that. Kind of fill in the darker areas first, where you have most of your paint, most of your buildup. And you come back in and start making your palms all the way down. You'll see on the canvas side itself, it's going to blend in better than on the painted side because you got more of the liquid white happening, and you can get your branches further, bigger. Just like that, make that a little darker. Maybe up here. Kind of pulse from the other side. Just like that. Palm trees. Okay, now what we're going to do is use the one brush we used all the white on. I'm going to leave the white on, most of it. I'm just taking some of it off. I'm going to go into a beach color. I want to go in with a lighter brown. Make it almost like a white sand. And we're going to tap in a beach right about here. Come all the way down. Who knows? All the way up. Get some darker color up here. Just tapping it for right now. Making a beach area. Like that. Now we're going to load it up with some more white to highlight it. Just tapping it, getting a little roller. Even though it's a lighter. Pay attention to the lay of the beach or the lay of the land, whichever you're doing. Because that's going to make you the angles, give you the lay of how the beach might look. Add some more white to the color. Just tapping it. Here and there, there and here. Maybe it's a little darker over here. Where it's more shadowy. Just like that. Well, we're going to take that thin brush, the liner brush, and we're going to sign it. I like signing mine in the corner. Most people use initials. I like using my last name. And what you want to do too is put the year in. It's always good to know. When people ask you, when did you do that? You know, how long have you been painting or whatever. So I figured out that way. You know, not a lot of people put the dates in, but I like to now. Well, this was a little different with the palm trees coming out of the picture. I've done some already with some snow scenes and some summer scenes. I did one with the winter. This is another one. It's a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you painted along with me. And I hope to see you again. Have a nice day.